everybody, this is Emily, and as I said in my Etsy update that I would do just a little, you'll have to excuse me, I'm not good with walking around with my phone, but just a little craft room tour. It's gloomy today, so I hope the light is okay in here, and forgive my amateurish video skills. But up here at my craft room, I'm going to go slow so I don't make anyone feel queasy, is above the garage in our house. It is the reason why we bought this house, because when we were house shopping, we were looking for a place for me to have a decent sized craft room, because I've always done shows and provided extra cash for our family with my crafting, and everything we found was either too small, like the room, or it was in a basement. And when we found this place, it's the only room in the second, this is it, this is no other second story to the house. We bought it, so the rest of the house is great, it meets our needs, but this is the reason why we bought this house. So I'm very spoiled, I get it. And I have a lot of stuff, which I also get, because moderation and tidiness are things I am not, or skills I do not have. So first, this is a Hoosier my parents gave me. I had always wanted one, and they were getting rid of theirs, so I managed to find a place for it in my craft room, and it's great. I love it. Currently, I actually emptied this out because I am going to buy a new toy, and I wanted to have room for it. So when you're reorganizing and cleaning, is the time to do that. And then in here are like the paper things, because I craft on my island behind me a lot, and I wanted things I could find easily. So I already had this one, and I thought, and when I bought it, by the way, it was not full, and now it is full. And then I had all these stacks of washi tape everywhere, so I broke down and I bought another one. I bought this one at Michael's, and at the time it was like $10 or $12. Went back to Michael's, $30. Not kidding. And I didn't have a 40% off coupon. My phone only had a 20, so I ordered this one off of Amazon for $17. And I can include a link if anyone's interested. These always make me smile. My grandmother, zippers used to come in these. I mean, before my time. But my grandma, my mom's mom, always had these with like, where she would sort buttons. And when she passed away, I nabbed them. Nobody else wanted them. And so I thought all those little packages I have that are open, like the Tim Holtz things, I put them in here. I had them organized differently, and then I would never remember where they were, and I couldn't find them. So I was trying to think clear. I needed clear. This is empty. Look, I got room to grow, baby. And then I've just got some miscellaneous ephemera, and then these little spice things for the Hoosier are great. Oh gosh, I hope I'm not making anyone nauseous. If I am, I'm sorry. For holding bottles. This is a pin. I don't know where I got it. My name is not Pam. It is Emily, but I don't know. Makes me smile. So, I have to rubber band this shut. It won't stay shut anymore. But I won't make you guys watch me do that. So when it slides open, you can, and then more storage in here, like the bags, and more just kind of odds and ends. Like here's like button cards and, paper clips and all that stuff you need for junk journaling. Okay, another true confession time. Please don't judge me too harshly. All that is unopened Tim Holtz and other metal type things. Oh, I'm so bad. And then so is this is my little Tim Holtz store. I love his stuff, and I will confess that if, so you can see a clearance sticker on that one. If something was on clearance or just a really good sale, I bought it, and I'm not doing that anymore. But, oh my gosh, please someone say, I do that too. Please don't make me feel too bad about myself. But I'm going to use it. So this is my stamp storage. So way up there, and I used to sell Longaberger, and I did it so I could put Longaberger in this craft room. I've actually gotten rid of it because a lot of it, because my crafting has changed, and it doesn't work for what I do now. And then these boxes are all, and this right here, are all made by a guy here in town who sells at flea markets and stuff. And they're all made from like, I can't find my finger. There it is. Wooden crates. Like these are levels. Aren't they the coolest things? He takes some, nothing and turns it into something. And this is my stamp storage. And then this one, I have ink pads. This one's more ink pads. And then these are my Christmas stamps that are wood. I have my, the silicone ones somewhere else. And then these are the, the not wood mounted stamps. I can't think what they're called. The sticky kind. Rubber stamps. And then up there. And then this is inventory for listing like tags and stuff. And then these are just tags that I use in my crafting. So kind of give you an idea. Heat emboss gun is in there. And then like the plastic backs for my rubber stamps. And embossing and other just kind of supplies. So I tried to be logical. If you buy from me and you get a piece of thank you fabric that's not in my shop, this is where it comes from, in case you ever wanted to know, in case you were curious. I don't know. And then this is like computer. Oh, and there's a thread hanging from there. Nice. Computer, like for my paper for my printer, and things that run through the printer, like the shrinky dinks that I love to play with and stuff like that. And then this is the beginning of the children's books I use for my journals. Oh my gosh, I'm almost embarrassed. I almost didn't want to do this because I thought there are going to be some people going, that girl is crazy and she's a hoarder. So whatever. I admit it. I have a lot of books to use for my crafting, and I am blessed because I have a big room to keep them all in. And then this is my desk. Hello. It was built into the room. This was like consultants. He made it into his office. I have a door missing. My husband's going to put it back up for me. I'm too short. I can't get the leverage, even with my step stool, to get it up there, to snap it back into place. So now these books in here, can you see them? Look at those poor bowed shelves. Those books, those of you that bought the kits from me or wanted kits that used old books, this is my stash for altering books, for altered books. And so this is where they'll come from when I do it again. As you can see, I'm not short on inventory. And also behind there are like the 5-ring binders. These are two rows deep, because I just always had visions of doing things in bulk, and I have some more somewhere else, like for kits and stuff. And when I see a good price, it's hard for me to pass it up. This is my Disney cart for when I make some Disney journals. It's on my list. And then down here, I want to do some altered books with Raggedy Ann and Andy. I've got some really cool books in there to share with you guys. And then this is where I just did this. I moved all my like cardboard boxes for when people buy books and I send them media mail. I moved them in there, and then there's things to list. So nothing really worth showing. And then that's my fabric storage. And that's my printer's tray I've had since I was a little girl that my mom got for me. Hi, Mom! And sewing machine. And there's my territorial view. And this is the fabric I haven't packaged yet. It's listed. I just have to button it and package it for Etsy. So, as I said, this room is not perfectly clean. I said that in another video because I just gotta move on. And these are the readers. Like, those are the readers. I have ideas for the board games. See, that's the problem. I have more ideas at the time. And these are little books. And then these are children's books. I really have a thing for children's books. And then more under the bin table. So, yeah. And look, it's my Etsy shop, guys. Oh, I can't even get back there. That's so if you ever get something that has like an A23, that's where it came from. That's how I have it all organized in my packing supplies. And then because I have 5 windows, at this time I cleaned and reorganized, I actually started blocking them a little bit, which is bad, but 5 is so many. So more Longaberger baskets. These are like the gutted parts of books and playing cards and like the odd papers, like some people have given me left over from projects, or just like when I've like made a bundle or something and I took out too many papers. So I put them up here, like right where I can see them, so I can start using those first and go through them. The beginning of bird books, more children's books, cards, greeting cards, and those 2 are greeting cards, and like children's magazines and pamphlets, and also pamphlets. So, yeah. And I whittled down my fabric scraps to that basket. It was a huge one before, and then that basket. This is for an upcoming project. I decided I was going to have a couple spaces in here where I could just put things, and this is going to be for, I want to do like I have a couple ideas for woodland journals, so I have all that stuff gathered there. Dictionaries and foreign language dictionaries, calendars. This is going to be lace scraps or whatever. I haven't gone through my lace to organize it yet, so I haven't pulled out all the little pieces. Nature books, bird books, bug books, linens to list. So I got to sort all that out. And also my mom gave me, and I have some from when I was selling at shows, and I pulled them from the garage. So all these will probably get listed one day. And little Pokey out there saying hi. Prior to mailboxes. And then we just bought this at Ikea. I had a different piece of furniture. I'm going to back up here slowly. Try not to make anyone queasy. I'm just not good at this. Anyway, they sell this as one piece, but we bought 2 because we're not going to live in this house forever. And my husband thought he would only want like this many for records, and then we can use them in the next house. Plus, since this is upstairs, much easier to carry these up and down if there's 2 separate ones. So they're the Calyx. I think a lot of people have them in their craft rooms, and I can see why. We just bought it this weekend. Had to wait to get into Ikea in a line. It was wild. So journals waiting to be listed and or finished, and then my Minnie Mouse girl atlases and yearbooks and some spillover magazines. Another set of drawers by the local artist, and this is I can't remember, it's like a soda crate, ginger ale or something that he converted into that. My buttons and book jewelry, flashcards, part of the, my book binding, the Zutter thing, more book jewelry and more books and more flashcards. And then these are fun. I just got these too. I think they're pretty new to Ikea. And so I have like my paint and stuff like that in there. Just things that don't need to be out because they're just not, I don't need to have them out to remember that they're there or to use them or to be inspired. I try to put things out when I redid it so it would be easy for me to remember that I had them and where they were. There's my coffee dye paper drying, and I put plastic up. This didn't used to be this close to the window, so you have to excuse the blue tape, but sometimes practicality wins over design. And this is a pile of stuff to list on Etsy. So when I say I have an Etsy pile, I literally have an Etsy pile, and I'm just always adding to it because I've got lots of stuff to list. And drawers for coffee dyed cards and ephemera and things like that. This is after I'm done with this video and it's uploading. There's where all the paper goes. Press it under all that so it will end up being flat. I don't iron paper because if you just let it sit under some heavy things, it will go flat. And I don't even iron my clothes, so I'm not going to iron paper. And this is my island that my dad made for me that has changed over the years. So I've got basket drawers and items to list. So I told you, I'm not low on Etsy inventory. Wallpaper books. And this is also like the waiting to list, and just kind of odds and ends I use sometimes for listing things, and just, you know. And then I put this recently on my desk for when I'm crafting. I actually sit on that chair to do it, for paper scraps, just so that I can put them in there and they wouldn't end up everywhere. I'm hoping that will work. I haven't worked on a journal since I did this, so we'll see. And then, you know, like, oh, sorry, this is my arm I use normally for recording. So, more just storage and things where I can reach them, like Band-Aids, because I'm a klutz, and rulers, and baby wipes, and tissues, because sometimes a girl's got to sneeze. More, like, there's some coffee dye tags in there, and those are binder clips, that kind of thing. And then this is the top shelf of this is paper and things that I'm dyeing. I don't know if I'm going to leave this basket there or not. I just got it this weekend at a garage sale, and I love it. And so I kind of want to use it in here, but I don't know. And then because I'm a shorten, there's my stool. And these are my antique books that I use when for journals and kits, and when I do the, you know, put together a bundle for people. Like, I haven't done that in a while, but I do that. These bookshelves came with the craft room. They were built in. And they are great for storage. That's my air conditioner. Even though it's October, it's not time to put it away yet. It may not go away. I have started to get hot flashes. It may stay up here for indefinitely. I don't know. So I did organize my books during all this. So these are art and fashion, and bingo cards, and ribbons. Like, these are ribbons and some trims. And these are ribbons. And then, like, typography type books, and travel. And then these three that just kind of go together. I use them for fussy cutting. Old newspaper books, and the Sears catalogs, and more art books, and just kind of miscellaneous ephemera and old maps. And then up here, this used to have something else up here, and I moved all these books I want to alter, and they're by theme. So there's like Little Women and Heidi and things like that. And then magazines and books. More, but I didn't even tidy it up for the video, but there's some more books, sewing patterns, cards and tickets, and little notebooks and stuff. So you know, if you do junk journals, you know, some more lace and trims. I actually reduced it as much as there is. I really did reduce it, guys. So just kind of general storage. And this was so bad. It's just like, you wouldn't even believe. I should have taken a before picture, but you guys, anyone that is like super neat and tidy probably would have like fainted if they had seen the before. And some of you are going, this is clean. Oh my gosh, she needs to work on a little bit more. But I am messy by nature, and so this is about as good as I can get. So like, here are the Childcraft books. I love these for the illustrations. And then like crafting and scouting books, and then magazines and sheet music are in here. And then also with behind the air conditioning unit is my scrapbook paper, and then like the scraps that go, you know, like the paper scraps and leftover die cuts, because I tend to I cut out too many. And then so there's some printables that are printed, and slides. And then this didn't used to have it, but I finally moved. I had all my paper in the totes under the island. That is not practical. It's too heavy, awkward to get out, and I would just, I don't want to get it out and use it. So I moved them into these drawers, and this is paper. And then over there on that cart is paper. So much, much, much easier. I was trying, as I was redoing this, to think about what would be easier to get things. Like, don't put obstacles in my way, because I can't remember it's there. It's too, never mind. It's too hard to get to. So these are like the smaller scrapbook pads, and smaller pieces that go with them. And then ledger books right there, except for that one. That's a scrapbook. And then these are all my fussy cut things. I had them in cigar boxes and stuff. I think this is going to be easier. I sorted them out. They're in the clear pouches. Don't know. I'm too short, and you guys are going to get so queasy. Okay, let's see. Like this. So, like, these are flowers that I've already cut out. And I just thought, I think that'll be so much easier because I can find it and see it easily. Fibers and like yarn and stuff. And then the top shelf are the gnomes and fairy books, and Winnie the Pooh and golden books. And this is for an upcoming kit. This will be the next one, and I'm hoping now the craft room's done, I can put this together, and I think these are going to be really, really fun. Look at this. This is an old 4-poster bed, like that goes on top of it, like for a little girl's room or something, with all this wonderful netting and flowers and stuff. So that will be part of that. Like Tim Holtz and commercial ephemera, and and some of these things are not opened, so that way they're there where I can see them and not put away where I can't see them. Flowers, and then like the little jewels and stuff, sometimes I put in there. File folders, and then junk journaler girls, you're gonna appreciate this. Look at that. My husband and I found these. He was looking at old records at a thrift store, and they were with the old records, and they were just like, "You want those?" We're like, "Yes!" And sold them to us super, super duper cheap. This is my lace trim and stuff, but sometimes they could end up in kits. And this part I did not organize. They are just jammed in there. That's a project for another day. I'm done. I just can't. Cookbooks, and then behind me, I'm gonna try not to make anyone queasy. This bookcase used to be under one of the windows, and I moved it over here. So ephemera, and then lots and lots and lots of paper, and antique photographs, and like receipt books, and more scraps of paper, but that are more like rectangles that are easy to kind of cut and use, so quick and grab. And also just kind of little odds and ends that would be easy for me to grab. I'm trying not to put obstacles in my way. Coffee dyed envelopes go in there, and rusty, crusty stuff goes in here. And then I consolidated all, this one goes in here, even though it's not words, but like all my word books and rub-ons and stuff together. And then I actually got smart, and I have cut some out of books, and I could never remember where I put them, and I put them with that, so they're all together. So obvious. Why didn't I do it before? And then this is one of the carts from Michael's with all my Sizzix goodies in it. I consolidated it so they would all fit there. This is my crafting island. This is a project I'm working on, a couple of journals, and I still think I have 1 or 2 left in the shop, log cabin crafter cuts that I have for a cover, and a couple others. I started on them during the fires because I couldn't do much else. And I purposely saved this space. I used to have stuff in here that I would never actually use. So this is to hold the project I'm working on now. So I can clear it off, put it away, but it's not like in my way. And then when I want to get it out, everything is there. So I'm hoping this will work. I've never done this before, but you don't know till you try. And then that is more like the paper dolls go there, and the Tim Holtz ephemera. Look at the back of that drawer thing that the same guy made that I have the envelopes in. Don't you just love that? I just love old wood. And then another set of drawers with, which this one's not closed, but, oh, whoopsie, with the index type cards, and then more like the little envelopes in here. My husband made this book press for me. We were looking at the sea lemon tutorial on it, and she used cutting boards, and we're like, my dad has scrap wood. So all my husband did was buy these. He kind of bought they're a little on the long side. I wasn't with him when he did it, but that's okay. Too big is better than too small. I will link her tutorial in case you want one, because she just uses cutting boards in these, and it's pretty simple. So if you want a book press, that would be an easy way to do it. And then this is like see, I'm too short to even really show you. These are like all the Tim Holtz type antiquing style ink pads and stuff to use, that you just, if you like to do vintage junk journals, I just have it where I can quickly grab it with the stamp scrubby cleaner. And I think, paper cutter there. And then more stuff under my island that's like to list and stuff. And then my drawers with my bags that I use for packaging up stuff for Etsy, and a junk drawer, because everyone needs a junk drawer. And then one of the Ikea carts with like just all the, scissors and pens and glue and adhesives and tools and dooley dobbies and all that kind of stuff. So I think that is it. I know I have a lot of stuff. I'm very blessed and I'm trying to use it all. I've been really good. I haven't hardly bought anything this year. So I'm making a huge dent. Oh yeah, see, there's my own personal stash of coffee dyed paper. And lots and lots of wallpaper. Wallpaper will come to the store soon, I promise. I have a couple even projects and stuff I want to share with you guys. So that is it. I hope you enjoyed this. Maybe it gave you an idea or two or three, or I don't know. But yeah, it's crazy. I know it's crazy. So thank you guys for watching, and I hope you're having a great day. Bye.